Hi everyone, and welcome to this video. So today we're going to be looking at the hash data structure that Redis provides. The hash is a data structure that is very interesting in a way that it helps us to store records. These records are collections of string fields and string values. So each time we have a record, that record maps onto collections of different strings, which are the keys in this case, but we refer to them as fields, and then values. Now, a simple example can be us having a record of a person. That person may have different attributes such as the name, the age, and the nationality. Now, these are what we refer to as fields, and then the values that we provide for those fields are what we actually call the values, as we're going to see. So let us begin by creating a very simple example of a person. Now, I'm going to go right here. I already have my Redis server started, so I'm going to open up the Redis CLI. And within the Redis CLI, I'm going to create a simple hash. So I'm going to do that by using the hset command. That is the one we use for setting a hash. Now we begin by specifying a key. And the key in this case is the exact record of the data that we are storing. Now in this case, we are storing data about a person. Now we need to specify the fields or the actual attributes that we may want to store for that specific record of data. Now let us begin by providing the name. So this name is going to be the name of that specific person we are saving information about. So let's actually call this person 1. So it's going to have a name, and let's say the name is going to be Jonathan. Now you can also go ahead and specify the age of this person. So the age will be 23. And then we can also go ahead and write maybe the nationality of this person. So I'm going to provide the nationality, and the nationality is going to be Ugandan. So this is going to be how we are going to set up our hash. Now this hash is a collection of all these fields, and these fields are also mapping onto the values of their fields. So in case we want to access the different keys or the different fields that this hash has, the way we do that is by using the hkeys command. So the hkeys is supposed to return all fields or all attributes that we are storing that data for. So for example, if we wanted to access all the fields that our hash for person 1 has, we'll have to use the hkeys command. And by providing hkeys, we have to provide the person that we want to access the keys for, and this will go ahead and return the different fields. So for example, in this case, we shall have our name, we shall also have our age, and there shall also have our nationality, just like we set them up here. Now in case we want to access the values for which we set these different fields, we use the hvals, and this takes in the key, which is the person 1 or the record of the data that we saved, and this will return the different data about that person. So in this case, we have Jonathan, which is the name, we have the age, which is 23, we also have the nationality, which is Ugandan. Now this is very important and helps us basically see how this is similar to how we may see a Python dictionary or a hash in any programming language. So let us go ahead and try some other things. Now in case we want to get a certain attribute, we may use the hget command, and this basically takes in the key or the record of the data that we are storing. So for example, person 1, and then the field. Let's say we want to get the age of person 1, then we'll have to provide the age, and that will return our age of 3. Same thing will happen for our name. So for example, if we want to access the name, we can say person 1 and then access the field, which is our name, and this will go ahead and return our name. Now in case we want to actually access our nationality, we'll do the same thing. So in this case, we'll do person 1, and this will go ahead and basically provide the field, which is nationality. And once we provide our nationality, we can be able to get the specific nationality in this case, which is a Ugandan. So let us go ahead and also see how we can be able to check if a certain field exists. Now there may be instances in which you may want to check if a key exists, and this is done by using the hexist command. So we're going to say h exists, so it's going to be h exists, and in this case you have to specify that record of data or that key. So in this case it's going to be person 1. Now let us say we want to check if the gender field exists. So we may do that by providing gender, and this is going to return 0, meaning this key does not exist. However, if this existed, it will return 1. So for example, if we want to check for our age, so we may say person 1 and then provide our age. This will return 1, meaning that our person has the age field. So let us go ahead and also try out other things. So in case we want to return all the fields and their respective values, the way we're going to do that is by using the hgetAll command. So we may do something like hget, sorry for this, and this is actually going to basically return all the keys, the key as well as all the fields and all the values that it has. So in this case, we say person 1, and this will go ahead and return the name that's Jonathan, the age that's 23, and the nationality that is Ugandan. So this basically returns all the information about a specific hash. Now let us go ahead and also look at a very interesting thing. Now in this case, we have a field that has a value of an integer, so we can be able to also go ahead and try out some of the operations that we may do on an integer, for example incrementing it by a certain amount. So the way we're going to do that is by using the h increment by, and this will take in the key, and this will be our person 1, and then we shall provide the field. So the field in this case is going to be our age, and then the increment, let's say I want to increment this by 1, and now we shall see our age is going to be 4. So if we try to get it with hget, when we provide the key, which is person 1, when we provide our field, which is age, our age will be updated to 24. So in case we wanted to set a field and the value for something that has not existed, we also have the setNX command. So that basically works by saying setNX, and this will basically take in the key or the record of data that we are storing, the key. So let's say I want to check if to basically create an agent. If it does not exist, then let's say we set this to 45. That will fail because we already have our age set, and that will be 24. Now let us go ahead and try to get our age. So we shall get that by hget person 1, and then when we provide our age, it will still return our age as 24. Now since we have all our keys, so if we say h keys and then we say person 1, and that will return our name, our age, and our nationality, we can also go ahead and basically delete a certain key and its value, or delete our field and a certain value. So the way we do that is by saying h. In this case, we have the hdel, so this basically takes in the key, and let's say I wanted to get rid of the field for the age. We'll do that by saying h, and this will basically delete the age field with its value. And then if we try to get all the fields, so when we say h keys and we provide the key, which is person 1, in this case we're going to get our name, our age, and our, so this is basically for person. We are supposed to delete it for person, so let's try to repeat this. So if I say hdel and then provide our key as person 1 and the field as age, this will go ahead and delete our age. So if we try to get all keys, or let's try to get h keys for our person 1, this will return only our name and our age, meaning our age does not exist. So if you try to say hget all and then provide our person 1 as the key, we shall see that we have the name and the nationality, meaning our age has been deleted. I hope you found this video helpful, and if you've liked this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next Redis video. Bye.